Okay, my last video I made on the little oil change I did on my side-by-side made a tiny little error. Thankfully, a viewer caught that, and I am so thankful he did. What had happened was when I was changing the oil, I inadvertently drained the transmission fluid. Dang it, I knew it looked different and it was a lot thinner. Anyway, fortunately, made mention of that. I had not driven it, but very little, about 10 minutes at tops, just to make some of that video content. And he mentioned that the 8mm that I was talking about was for the transmission. He is absolutely correct. And 6mm was for the oil. And I realized in the oil change kit that there was a little brass washer, and I just thought maybe that was just for a different model or an older model perhaps. It is not. That is the difference. There is a brass O-ring or brass washer for the oil, and there is a rubber O-ring for the transmission fluid. So anyway, did correct it. The transmission drain plug is closer to the rear, and just ahead of that a little ways is the actual oil plug drain. So I corrected that. Like I said, fortunately I did not drive it very much at all. So what I did is I went ahead and added the transmission fluid. And by the way, there's a company out of Baton Rouge. It's called Baton Rouge Industries. They have some of the best oils and gear oils that you can buy. Additives for diesels. They're known nationwide for their additives for diesel engines and gasoline engines. And a partner of mine is one of their sales reps. So fortunately, he had a couple bottles. It takes 51 ounces, by the way, of transmission fluid. So what I did is I went and got a couple of those and got it topped off correctly with some really quality 90 weight gear oil for it. And then, of course, I drained the oil down for the engine. And then when I got it to a level, what I did is I drain a little bit, plug it, check it, drain a little bit, plug it, check it. I went ahead and drained a little bit more. I got it down to where it says add on the dipstick, which is perfectly fine. I had some more oil. Once I got it to that, I capped it off, filled it back up, and checked my level. Now my level's good to go. I inspected everything to make sure I didn't have any leakage or anything like that. It should have blown out somewhere. Fortunately, it did not. I guess I just didn't run it long enough. So kudos to you, viewer who caught that. Thank you so much. It was could have been this close to a complete disaster. Could have tore the whole thing up, but fortunately I had a great viewer there that caught that, and I'm very thankful. So hey, there's an owner manual. Use it. It'll save you a whole bunch of headache for sure. So anyway, thanks again to that viewer, and heads up, hope it didn't steer anybody the wrong direction there. So just make sure you're checking your rig out, make sure you're checking your owner's manual, even some probably better YouTube channels than mine. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Appreciate you.